Hey everyone, I'm Princess Lane. Okay, and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid. Yay. Got my cheese bagel. Oh, why did I do that? I have bookmark. Started recording this like yesterday, but then a bunch of stuff happened and I didn't finish it. Anyway, yeah, I got a bookmark now. Look, it's Percy Jackson's Greek Gods. Which I have. It's over there. I don't feel like getting it, but maybe I'll read it. I don't know. Anyway, Chapter 18. As the elevator began to move, Snake's uncanny sixth sense kicked in. Perhaps it was that inexplicable nagging feeling that someone was nearby. Or maybe it was the fact that the elevator seemed heavier than it looked. But the biggest giveaway was most likely it was made out of soul sour being. It wasn't Snake. He went for the holstered SOCOM, but it was too late. Several invisible hands grabbed his arms and shoved him to the back of the elevator car. Then a powerful fist slugged him hard in the stomach, but the Kevlar body vest absorbed the blow. Yow! Cried the unseen foe. Whoever it was, the bones in his right hand were now broken. It was clear now. The four missing stealth camouflage suits. They were in the elevator with him, run by four Space SEAL guys. I don't know what that means, so I'm just gonna pretend it means a SEAL astronaut. And the Space SEAL guides are the dudes I like their bodyguards. I don't know why. I don't know what a Space SEAL guide is, okay? Snake broke away from the soldier's grip and lashed out blindly, attempting to gauge where in the car the four men might be standing. He kicked and punched with the speed of a whirling dervish. Also don't know what that is. But the closeness of the car is a significant hindrance. There was simply no room to maneuver with the kind of agility he would have liked to display. Nevertheless, his fists and feet struck solid human body parts, as opposed to gaseous or liquid human body parts. Oh my god. Speaking of the states of matter, it took me forever to realize that the snakes are all the states of matter. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out. Like, solid and liquid, states of matter. And solidus, but according to some people, solidus isn't a state of matter because it's in between a solid and a liquid. Anyway, the snake wasn't sure what he was hitting. In contrast, the soldiers knew exactly where their fists were landing. After all, they could see him. Snake tried something different to break the monotony of the brawl by applying a twirling technique that Master Miller had taught him. It utilized the same principle that an ice skater employed when balancing a spin on point. This required a command of balance and the ability to stay on the toes of one foot while slinging large, heavy objects with an outstretched hand. What? What? The faster one could spin, the more effective the maneuver was. It seemed to work, for Snake felt fewer blows connecting with him, and heard his opponents slam against the walls of the car. Then one of them crashed against the elevator control panel, causing the car to lurch and stop between floors. It also extinguished the lights. That evens up the odds. Time to even the odds! Yay. I love Fire Emblem, but not Fates. Fates can go F itself. F out of here with that pedophilia and incest shit. I don't know what I'm doing. Snake thought he couldn't see them, but they also couldn't see him. Well, they were also invisible. No, something that bothers me is, like, apparently, like, there's no indication that during the Psycho Mantis fight, he turns both invisible and incorporeal. Like, there's no indication that he's turning in, that he's, like, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be invisible, but, like, the game pretty much treats it like he's not there at all. really struggled a lot with that fight because I didn't get the something, I don't know, the demo goggles or whatever. I don't remember what it's called. Like, it's like impossible to beat him without that. Apparently, I don't know. It was for me. And then I had to restart the entire game. I don't like the Fire Emblem theme. By the way, I like Together We Ride though. Together We Ride is the shit, man. Bitch. If you say Together We Ride isn't the shit, I'm going to fight you. Anyway. Snake concentrated on imagining the shape and form of the foreman, mentally drawing the pictures in the darkness in front of him. He could see in his mind's eye their height, weight, and bulk. It was an instinct he honed with experience, something that saved his life more times than he could recall. And for some odd reason, it was easier to do in the dark than it had been earlier. But when the lights were on. Face must be there, so he hit it. The guy cried out in surprise and went down. This man's stomach was there, and a roundhouse kick forced the guy to double over, allowing Snake to clobber him on the back of the head. It's clobbering time! No, I used to love Fantastic Four when I was younger. Like the original movies. Yes, bitch. I haven't seen the new one, actually. But like the original. Yes, bitch. I love that shit. Oh my god, okay. He was down too. The third guide was Snake's left. The operator visualized the man's neck and spearheaded it, bursting the Adam's apple. The soldier cried in pain and fell to the floor, unable to breathe. He was dead within a minute. Oh my god. David, why? That left the fourth man, the one with the broken hand. How do you know he's the one with the broken hand? It could be any of them. Oh my god. The Before Awakening DLC in Fates, when they were trying to fight the invisible soldiers or whatever they're called, but then they tell Crom and Lissa that they're looking for invisible warthogs for some reason. Like, okay, what? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway. Where are you? Where is she? Snake's that was really bad. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the time, whenever I try to do a Snake impression, it always comes out as Batman for some reason. The whimpering came from the corner of the elevator. The guide was huddled there, trying his best to remain silent. Snake's foot lashed out and connected with the man's nose. The whimpering ceased. Snake flicked on his penlight and examined the control panel. It was completely busted. The only thing he could do was pry open the doors with his fingers. They were heavy, but he got them to tight enough so that he could slip out and onto the floor, which was 3 feet above the bottom of the elevator. At least the lights on this floor were on. The number 8 was printed on the wall. That wasn't too bad. At least he didn't have to descend a zillion flights of stairs to get to the bottom. I'm sorry. You know that happens when you gotta go up the stairs and you're getting chased by a bunch of dudes and it's really freaking annoying. That happens in Metal Gear 2 also. Oh my god. Metal Gear 2 has ruined my life. That's all I'm saying on that topic. Also, so a few videos ago, I don't remember when, but I was talking about, like, some article, that claimed that Metal Gear 2 was one of the best, was, like, the best game in the series, which, like, is not true at all. Metal Gear 2 can go screw itself. So much backtracking. Anyway, and I was like, have you even played Metal Gear 2? Do you remember that? Anyway, so there was something else that was, like, oh my god, this person's never played Metal Gear 2, and I couldn't remember what it was, but then I remembered it. They said that Metal Gear Solid 4 implies that Snake can speak Czech, but according to Metal Gear 2, he can't speak Czech. He literally says it. Like, no, he doesn't say it, but like there's a guy who only speaks Czech, and he has to go find somebody else who does speak Czech, and it's a whole thing, and it's really annoying. Yeah. Yeah. Blizzard conditions had returned to the outdoors. A vast snowfield lay between the second communication tower's base and the building to the north. Pine trees dotted the landscape, but visibility was at an all-time low. With the wind howling and the night sky covered with dark clouds, it was an effort for Snake to see anything at all. He decided to step back inside the tower structure and enjoy a smoke before venturing further. After lighting one of the awful cigarettes he'd filched, Snake dug the standard issue Mode B night vision goggles out of his pouch. He wished he'd had them in the darkened elevator. In the darkened elevator. I mean, you could have just put them on. As he inhaled the foul-tasting but refreshing smoke, Snake skipped a page, thought about the events of the past several hours, and wondered how much more there was going to be before he finished with the blasted mission. It's me playing Metal Gear 2. How long is this? 2:21. Okay. He appreciated the importance of succeeding. He didn't want the Foxhound terrorists to launch a nuke any more than the suits in Washington did, but he'd mixed feelings. He also had mixed feelings about the way everything had been handled. Master Miller's warning played heavily on his mind. If there is a Trojan risk, who was it? Colonel Campbell obviously had withheld vital info from him, and that wasn't like his old fin. But Snake found it difficult to believe that Campbell could do something unethical. Just anything unethical. At all. He's like the most ethical person. Ignore the part where he married Rosemary in Metal Gear Solid 4. Even if their marriage was fake, it still happened. It's like, you know. Dr. Hunter was an enigma. Snake hadn't known her before the mission. Was it possible that she was against them? Yes. Mei Ling seemed timeless enough, but who knew? Then there was the Russian nuke expert, Romaniko, who had more smarts than a Mensa debate team. And what about Emmerich, the hapless but affable fellow known as Otacon? What was his story? Did Snake really depend on him? Yes. He's my son. Leave him alone. And then there was Mel, the woman he let down. The question wasn't whether he could trust her. It was more like, would she ever be able to trust him? That is if he found her alive. Snake stubbed out the cigarette butt and stepped into the freezing cold. Dr. Hunter's injection apparently was still working. He barely felt the temperature, but the wind was sharp and the air was simply wet. The goggles improved the visibility a great deal. If it wasn't for the thick snowfall, he'd be able to see all the way across the field to the building. But something caught his eye to the left on the line of pine trees. It was white and was blowing in the wind. Snake plodded through the snow toward the trees to get a closer look. When he was 30 feet away, he recognized it for what it was. An open parachute hanging in the branches. Could it have belonged to Liquid? Had Otacon been correct about seeing something eject from the burning Hind D? Snake had been worried about it. He had to move on. The clock was ticking. He trudged toward the maintenance building when a shot rang out and a single bullet missed his foot by an inch. Snake leaped to the side and fell behind a tree. Another shot, and pieces of bike violently scattered in all directions. There's only one person who could shoot like that. But he couldn't see a soul. Snake? He looked at the codec and accepted Otacon's transmission. What? Are you okay? Emmerich asked. Otacon! Were there any other stealth prototypes? No, only 5. So, this isn't stealth camouflage then. What are you talking about? So someone's shooting at me in the middle of this blizzard. It's her. Otacon sounded thrilled. Wolf! Sniper Wolf! Yes, it's her. It's definitely her. Otacon, you sound like you're happy about it. No, I'm not. Then what is it? Snake, please don't kill her. Are you insane? Emmerich sounded as if he might cry. Please, she's a good person. You know that if you talk to her. Like, I did talk to her. She said she was gonna kill me. I'm sorry. Just the whole Hal Sniper Wolf thing. Just all of Hal's relationships. Like romantic relationships. I'm not talking about Emma. But like all of Hal's romantic relationships are really, really dumb. Especially the whole Naomi thing. Metal Gear Solid 4. I like won't shut up about it because it's so stupid. Like, why? Listen to me, kid. She's a merciless killer. A burst of static garbled the transmission for a moment. Then a female voice with a Middle Eastern accent came through. I can see you perfectly from here. I told you I'd never quit the hut. Now you're mine. How the hell did you get hold of Recorder? Could it be Meryl's? Otacon pleaded with her. Wolf, no, you can't. Don't get between a wolf and its prey. Snake challenged. You're pretty good. You're pretty good if you can hit me in the storm. Aggressively finger guns. Wolf, Otacon continued. Don't do this. Snake, the woman prayed. I am near. Can't you sense me near you? Snake scanned the entire field from his position behind the tree. Granted, he couldn't see anything, but he was certain he'd be able to spot the woman if she was as close as she intimated. Not yet, but if you reveal your location, he said, I'm going to send you a love letter, my dear. Do you know what it is? It's a bullet straight from my gun to your head. Wolf, Snake, no! Quiet, Hal, the woman commanded. Don't get in our way, Snake snarled. I'm gonna pay you back for Meryl. And for being mean to Hal! Stop being mean to him! If you're mean to Hal, Dave will show up and beat you up. That's how it works, man. You men are so weak. You can never finish what you started. And then a bullet splintered the tree just above Snake's head. He hit the ground and lay flat as another round roughed up the snow near his face. Roughed up the snow? What? He had to move, and quickly. Snake jumped to his feet and ran away from the trees. Sniper Wolf's targeting laser followed him, and she fired again. This time, he determined where she was perched, somewhere in a clump of trees in the middle of the field. Snake was willing to bet she'd climbed one and was using the height to her advantage. The operative zigzagged to a protrusion of rocks that was 20 yards away. The woman continued to shoot at him, but he successfully evaded her until he reached cover. Once he was safe, Snake was able to scrutinize the trees carefully, and he saw her. Sure enough, she was lying across the tree branch, rifle in hand. The woman was dressed in a white snowsuit, which accounted for her camouflage. At least her chest is freaking covered this time. Like, she's just titties out. Just titties out, man. I died. Snake removed the PSG-1 from his shoulder, leveled it at the sniper, aimed it with as much precision as he could muster, and squeezed the trigger. He just does a little turn for it. Oh my god, I love Twin Snakes. I love Twin Snakes, okay? A splash of red appeared on the woman's suit. He watched as she dropped to the ground and ran for cover behind a different tree. Snake fired again, splitting the bug where she hit. Then, nothing. Had he hit her? There was no movement, so Snake kept perfectly still. The rifle aimed for the trees decided to the scope. Then he saw a rifle barrel appear at the side of the tree and ducked just in time. A bullet hit the rocky surface in front of him, splintered it, and sprayed jagged shards at his face. If he hadn't been wearing the goggles, he'd have been blinded for sure. Snake wiped the blood off his nose. I was just thinking about that video with the seal, like, just like he slapped. It's so cute, I love seals. I actually saw, like, a little baby seal. I went to Martha's Vineyard a few, like, summers ago, and there's a little baby seal on the beach. It was really cute. But we weren't allowed to get, like, anywhere near it, unfortunately. And he was like flopping up, and like the lifeguards were like, you can't be here, you can't get too close to the seal. There are also a bunch of seals in the ocean because the weather is really freaking cold. It was June. The air was really hot, but the weather was freezing. My brother found an entire fish skeleton. Anyway, Snake wiped the blood off his nose and cheeks and gazed at the trees again. Sniper Wolf was on the move. She was running toward the maintenance building, obviously headed for a group of trees around the front entrance. Snake stood and aimed the PSG-1, but she disappeared behind a row of snow-covered shrubs. He waited until he could see the pinpoint of a laser searching for him. Then he aimed the rifle and fired. He wasn't sure if he struck his target because nothing happened. Once again, she'd hit him effectively. He had to get closer. Time for another diversion. Where was the first one? He reached in the pouch and removed his stun grenade. He wouldn't be able to throw it as far as he'd like, but perhaps the blast would provide enough cover for him to reach the group of trees where she'd been earlier. Snake pulled the pin, stood, and threw it like a football. Is it big enough for that? The thing exploded in the air, creating a... Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna say this now so I don't have to say it later. Sniper Wolf's death scene is fine until Hal shows up and starts hamming it up. He just shows up and starts hamming it up. It's like, Hal, what are you doing? Stop. Son boy. He immediately... The thing exploded in the air, creating bizarre lighting effect in the snowstorm. He immediately ran for the tree, ran forward, kicking up the snow as he did so, and headed for the trees. Sniper Wolf got off 2 shots, one dangerously close. Snake dived for cover behind the first tree, just as another round sliced the air near his neck. He lay flat for a moment so that he could catch his breath, but now he felt more confident. The woman was good, but she was no match for him. That's racist. He had winged her, he knew that, and she also had been wounded during the first encounter. She wasn't on her best game, and he was. Snake crouched behind the tree, leveled the rifle, and searched for his prey through the scope. There. She was moving from tree to tree, trying to find the best position from which to shoot. He gritted his teeth and fired. Sniper Wolf's chest burst into an ink blot of red, and she fell to the ground. No! It was Otacon. He ran from the communication tower and struggled across the snow to reach the woman. Snake stood and followed him, but he knew there was nothing the young man could do. Something obviously had happened between Otacon and the female assassin, and now Otacon would pay an emotional face. When Snake reached the fallen woman, Emmerich was kneeling beside her. She was breathing heavily as blood dripped from her mouth. I've waited for this moment, she gasped. I am a sniper. Waiting is my job. Never moving a muscle. Concentrating. She looked at Snake and said, please, finish me quickly. Otacon was crying. No, please, no. I am a Kurd. I've always dreamed of a peaceful place like this. She was referring to the snowfield. It did have a certain beauty, despite being a scene of bloodshed. I was born on a battlefield, raised on a battlefield. Gunfire, sirens, screams, they were my lullabies. Hunted like dogs day after day, driven from my ragged shelters. That was my life. Each morning I'd find a few more of my family or friends dead beside me. I'd stare at the morning sun and pray to make it through the day. The governments of the world turned a blind eye to our misery. But then he appeared, my hero, Saladin. He took me away from all that. Saladin! Snake asked. You mean Big Boss? She nodded. I became a sniper, hidden, watching everything through his rifle scope. Now I could see war not from the inside, but from the outside, as an observer. I watched the brutality, the stupidity of mankind through the scope of my rifle. I joined this group of revolutionaries to take my revenge on the world. She coughed and gasped. More blood dribbled out of her mouth as her breathing became even shallower. But I have shamed myself and my people. I'm no longer the wolf I was born to be. In the name of vengeance, I sold my body and my soul. Now I'm nothing more than a dog. What do you have against dogs? Snake felt compassion that he hadn't expected. Wolves are noble animals. There, he said. They're not like dogs. Doggies are the best. And you picked The word for wolf is Keg Blue Neck. Then the Aleuts revere them as honorable companions. They call mercenaries like us dogs of war. It's true, we're all for sale, some place or another, but you're different. You're in team, solitary. Wolves? They hang out in packs. Everyone knows that, Dave. You're no dog, you're a wolf. The woman squinted at Snake. Who are you? Are you Saladin? She was losing her sense of reality. And also, Snake looks pretty much identical to Big Boss. Oh my god, wait. Oh no, totally. Yeah, this Becker creeps me out, man. He creeps me out. I just see it. I'm like, no, I don't want to see that. Stop. Also, this also creeps me out. Like, that's not what a human person looks like. It's not. Some back to you. Okay. Wolf, Snake whispered. You spared Meryl's life. She was never my real target. I don't kill this boy. It's easy. You'll die as a proud wolf you are. She closed her eyes. I understand now. I wasn't waiting to kill people. I was waiting for someone to kill me. A man like you. A hero. Please, set me free. Otacon grabbed her hand. No! And quietly he said, I loved you. You knew her for like a day, okay? Straight people, man. Like... Sniper Wolf gestured with her other hand. My gun. Give it to me. She's a part of me. Okay. Sniper Wolf's a lesbian, okay? Sniper Wolf's a lesbian. She has big lesbian energy, okay? Snake didn't think he could hurt. He picked up a rifle and rested it in her arms. She was in no condition to fire it. Everyone's here now, she managed to say. Set me free. Now. Otacon looked at Snake, who nodded, indicating that he would grant her wish. Emmerich stared and turned away. It was something he couldn't watch. Snake drew the SOCOM and pointed it at the woman's forehead. The gun recoiled once, and it was over. Otacon walked a few steps away, his head bowed. Snake approached him and put a hand on his shoulder. What happened between you two, anyway? Snake, Emmerich said through tears. You said that love could bloom on a battlefield, but I couldn't save her. Snake squeezed the young man's shoulder. Whatever it was with you and her, it wasn't real. Do you hear me? You're under a spell. I don't know. I know you're unable to hear that now. I don't want to hear it. But in time you'll understand. I'm sorry. Otacon sighed heavily and pulled a brightly colored handkerchief from his lab coat pocket. It was just like the... It's just venom. Can we talk about how Hal never, changes his clothes after he pisses himself? It was just like the one Snake he'd given Snake in the cell. The programmer walked to Sniper Wolf and laid the cloth over her face. Snake was losing patience. Otacon, I don't have any more tears to shed. I'm going to the underground base. We're all out of time. I know. You'll have to protect yourself now. Don't trust anyone. Yeah. If we can't stop Metal Gear, this whole place will probably be bound to hell. Yeah. We might not meet again. I'll hang on to my codec. I want to keep helping. He handed Snake another codec. Here, she has this. I think it was Meryl's. Snake took it. Probably so. Oh my god. I'm sorry. He stuck it in the pouch and walked toward the building to the north. You can leave any time. Get a head start on your new life. Snake! But the operative didn't turn. Snake, what was she fighting for? What am I fighting for? I've never played that game. I've never played Mega Man. TV tropes, it's Hal managed to say, what am I fighting for? Without sounding stupid and, plot twists. It's impossible to say that without sounding stupid. What are you fighting for? Then he had to shout for Snake to hear him. What are you fighting for? Snake turned and yelled, if we make it through this, I'll tell you. He continued toward the building. Otacon kicked this down and muttered to himself, okay, I'll be searching too. Anyway. A girl I'm fighting for! I'm sorry. Like, Alan just shows up and starts saving it up. It's great. It's not great, actually. Like, he just shows up and ruins the whole scene. Like, I love him, but yeah. J. Edgar Hoover was a racist snake. He was a bitch. He was the guy who wanted to discredit MLK. Like, you know, because he was racist. It was like, he had an affair. MLK did, and it was like, yo, MLK had an affair. No, they tried to blackmail him with the fact that he had an affair to killing himself. That's what happened. History. Anyway, screw the FBI, screw the CIA, screw, I don't know, everything. Anyway, F Blue Lives, F the police. Anyway, that's the end of that. Blue lives don't matter. No, the only blue lives that matter are Jewish lives. Anyway, that's the end. If you like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!